what's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Living and another episode of The Clone Show, sponsored by FastTech. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Admiral V2 mechanical mod. Alright guys, here we go. This is what the Admiral V2 by Broadside Mods comes in on FastTech. Look around the box. Normal broadside box is vapor clouds there, and on the bottom's got like a, the BJ Box Mods logo. At the top you have a collar orientation sticker that shows pink, but this is actually a copper version, along with the item number and hot wires. You open her up, and as the rest of the broadside mechanical mods, they all come in this little velvet sleeve. Take it out, that's it. And here you got a little baggie. That's all it has in there is two O-rings. One small one for the 510 pin up in here. Then you have another replacement O-ring in there for the fire switch. Here you go. This is the Admiral V2. Of course, you look at the top. It does have the nautical compass thingamabobber design on top, like all the broadside mods have. And of course, you see the floating 510 pin in there. Go down the side. It does taper off somewhat as the design kind of goes like inwards, and you got this little trim here, and then it stays at that same width for about half a mile. Then it tapers back out again, and also has a little more design right here on the bottom. And of course, on the firing ring, it does have Admiral and then a serial number on the other side. Your fire button. I don't really know what those are, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like the crossbones, but they're not bones. I really don't know what those are. I just don't know. Do you? I don't know. Let's take out the top. Just like any other broadside, like I said, this is why one of the reasons why I think this is the best and safest mechanical mods out there is because they have this floating 510 pin. It's not a hybrid connection, and it is reverse threading, so you need to adjust this accordingly depending on the battery you have inside. So usually, you know, righty tighty, lefty loosey, but in this case it's righty loosey, lefty tighty. This also comes out, and then that's your insulator between the top cap and where the floating 510 goes into. So you want to, it's very important that you push this all the way up in as far as it goes. Yeah, just push it all the way up as far as it goes, and that way whenever you put an addy on there, when you put the 510 pin on, it will push it out to make sure it has the best connection, and then you will adjust this, like I said, battery adjustment according to whether you have the 18650 or the 2700 battery in here, so you have a nice firm connection. Inside the tube, it does have an 18650 adapter sleeve, silver contacts, or silver plated contacts probably. Look on the inside, you notice that this does not have an insulator on the inside at all. And with the 18650 adapter you'll have one, but with the 2700s you will not have any protection on the inside, which the broadside mod did have. Let's take apart the firing mechanism. Button comes out just like that. Nice threading on the screws. You notice these little notches around the button. That's for venting. So in this particular mod, mechanical mod, the battery positive side down towards the button, away from the face, and it can vent through those little escape packages around the fire button. And the one thing that makes this mechanical mod so freaking great is this clutch system firing mechanism. What happens when you put it on this firing pin, if you notice the firing pin itself, it's domed. It's real skinny up top, and then it just gets wider closer it gets to the insulator ring. These are also adjustable. This black ring here, it's threaded in. You can adjust that, and you adjust the firing pin to adjust your throw, and also to help adjust with the battery rattle. But once you put this clutch mechanism on, see it's in three pieces on this firing pin. As you push it in, all three parts come out and they contact the side, and that is what makes your connection. and then the O-ring itself, the tension, slides it back together and gets rid of that connection. Such a great mechanical mod. I've always loved the broadsides, even the clones and the authentic. Granted, I have authentics as well, but the biggest difference you can tell between the clone and the authentic with the broadsides, Admirals, Nast, whatever, is the actual firing mechanism. The O-ring itself is much better. You can just feel it right out the bat. Granted, these clones work really good, and they're one-to-one. You can switch out parts and so forth, but the O-ring inside the authentic is much better than what comes in the clones. But these are still pretty good. But if you're like a tighter, stiffer throw, you may want to look into maybe getting some of some different O-rings in here. That's the only flaw really with these types of clones, or the Admiral clones, broadside clones, is the O-ring not being as tight as I like. But then again, that's subjective. But I like it tighter because it just secures that the button's going to get released every single time without possible of getting caught or niched or anything like that. So the adjustment of the internals of the switch and the battery up top here on the top cap is very important to make sure that everything is released and it does not continue to fire once you release the button. I have been using this one. This is the black one, of course. Admiral, I dropped this a couple times already. You can kind of see some nicks and all that stuff in the paint. But this is the setup I've been using. Really nice. I enjoy it. Got the authentic Goon 1.5 on top of it. So that's it. I mean, being a mechanical mod, there's really not a whole lot to show. So let's go back up, vape some more on it, and talk a little bit more about it. There you go. That was the Admiral V2 mechanical mod from FastTech.com. We haven't got a code yet, so we're still working on that. I'm not sure what's going to happen, or when that's going to happen, or if it's going to happen, and all that good stuff. The management, I don't know what's going on. My contact's dealing with his supervisor to try to get us one, but so far we haven't got one. Now, the broadside, or the Admiral, it's just as good as, you know, the rest of them. Outside of the O-rings, like I mentioned, the O-rings is what makes the difference between the authentic and the clone, and of course the material, the quality of the material that's made. I mean, it's a mechanical mod. Let's just, I mean, look. Performance, of course, is build dependent. I got a .08 4-wrap Nichrome 90 dual aliens in here, competition aliens, so it's really good. I like it really warm. Ooh, clouds. Cloud life legit, baby. Woo! I love them. I love my mechs. I love my mech builds. And I love the Goon 1.5 on top of them. That's just my go-to setup for the mech normally is either the TM24 Pro, the Goon 1.5. That's basically the two that I grab here for a while. The Goon 1.5 definitely is used more than anything else. There will be a link in the description to FastTech to this item if you want to go check it out. That's it. Rather short video, mechanical mod. So I do thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all the support, guys. And remember, it's just, I really appreciate everything. I know I say it at the end of every video and it starts to sound stale and just automatic, but it's fact. I really appreciate all the support you guys have shown this particular series, the Clone Show, and me in general, and the channel. I really do thank you. Thank you very much. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much for all the support. And until next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby.